take a look at the truth behind Kari Lake's loss in Arizona. And it's not the one that would be attached to that sentence by the Kari Lake camp, which is, oh, it was stolen from me. Katie Hobbs did all these stealing actions and thus I lost. Instead, it is something we've seen across the country in the midterms with election deniers, with these radical candidates, where Republican-leaning voters voted for a lot of Republicans on the ballot except the radical election denier, because they just couldn't quite get themselves to go there. And good thing that they couldn't. But it's the very views that we're now hearing from Kari Lake that caused her to lose. What she's saying about her election now was what she was saying about Trump's election, and is one of the things that caused her to lose in Arizona. Very interesting piece here from Mediaite, actually kind of summarizing an Arizona Republic piece, but I liked the Mediaite breakdown. Kari Lake, the Trump-backed Republican candidate who lost the 2022 Arizona governor's race to Democrat Katie Hobbs, fell short because tens of thousands of Maricopa County voters cast ballots for other Republicans, but not her, according to a report by the Arizona Republic. According to the Republic, Lake's loss boils down to the fact that she alienated vast swaths of her fellow Republicans, pointing to a recent analysis of the public voting records to identify the disaffected voters who support the majority of candidates from one political party but cast a vote for the opposing party in a specific race. Quote, the numbers show that while Lake claims she lost because of printer problems or other issues in Maricopa County, she could have won has she not turned off voters in the state's most populous county who backed a host of other Republican candidates. And then we'll get into the specifics in a second here. But it's so interesting because the lies that she's telling, as I said, about her election now, that's why she lost, because she was saying that about Trump's election, and she was an election denier, and she was radical MAGA in all these ways. And now she's using the fact that she alienated those voters as a loss that she can point at to say was stolen from her. Wild. Those decisions, as it continues, this is an excerpt from the Arizona Republic piece, made a profound difference. Democrat Katie Hobbs picked up the support of 33,000 Maricopa County voters who cast ballots for Republicans in 6 down ballot races, such as state treasurer and county attorney, adding to Lake's deficit were another nearly 6,000 Republican-leaning voters who opted to skip the race altogether or wrote in the candidate, the analysis found. If those voters had stuck with the GOP ticket, Lake would have won. She lost by 17,117 votes statewide. So she alienated more moderate voters in Maricopa County, and thus she lost thousands of votes that could have brought her across the finish line. And that is a sweet, sweet bit of justice. In the build-up to her election, she's lying, spreading all of these dangerous lies about the 2020 election and saying that her election might be stolen. And it was so scary to think about the fact, or the reality, the hypothetical of an individual like Kari Lake, who is that dangerous, who is that dishonest, to be the governor of a state. And so the fact that all of that rhetoric, that radical nature of who she is, the fact that it got picked up on by the voters and they responded in the way that I believe is justified is really, really good to see. It's concerning that she got as many votes as she did, but we'll take our wins when we get them. So no, it's not because it was stolen from Kari Lake. It's because she, through language like that language, alienated necessary voters for her to win.